You are live, sir. Please speak.
Rani and the HYSEA fighting me. Oh, this is the time when you guys chose. There's some of virtually present with you. Always a pleasure to with you all. You are an amazing team of more important guy, a very active by the government of Telangana. I can only look back the many years that I spent in Hyderabad, one of the best moments I interacted with all of you uh, during that period, how NASCOM, after that, bring in world event, thank Hyderabad. Uh, it also coincidental, HYSEA would choose celebrate, all of Hyderabad celebrate, Tigers Hyderabad coming IPL quarter into the top. Guys, there must be some common that Hyderabad reach spotlight. Now, all have chosen. I do lighthouse. It us go into the, whether you call it the new normal, pandemic has created of us. Pandemic created all walks of life. Battle both the sphere, enabling us to overcome obstacles and clearly bring back the world to the new normal as fast as possible. They also say innovation is what differentiates between a leader and the follower. You all know, ever since the new government came in Telangana, this is their second term, but right in the first term, they created private partnership with uh, uh, autonomous innovation across all of India. Telangana was named as the model startup state by Reserve Bank of India Committee. The Telangana startup focus on developing all at HYSEA role models Our country created a dynamic force that the best chef in the world have innovated, admired by others. Uh, Hindi saying, "Jungle mein mor nacha kisne dekha." Effectively, that you may be the best in the world, you may be the most. Are you market? Are you positioned? I do believe very, very important. It is not only about startups, it's not only about innovation that you all have done to, to attract 300 to 400 new industries or new technology companies in the last 5 years. I think what is important is all this effort that you are doing right now and as you continue to go along. So I do want to congratulate again HYSEA and the STPI for a very, very efficient running of the systems in Hyderabad, processes in Hyderabad, but more important is being able to leverage all the non-resident Hyderabadians, including me, and being able to continue to build an ecosystem. So thank you again. And I can't but keep thinking about T-Hub. I do know that it started in a borrowed building and now you are all, some of you will go into some of the very fancy building or one of the best buildings. At least last time when I met KTR Garu and Principal Secretary Jayesh Ranjan, we all talked about the new T-Hub building, and this was at the occasion when we were launching Mahindra University. And KTR Garu was very firm that while we may be known for T-Hub, we may be known for ISB, we may be known for all the new companies that have joined us, whether it is an Uber or a Google or a plethora of companies that have just joined us in Hyderabad. He was very, very categorical that he wants Hyderabad also to be known for Mahindra University. And I did make a commitment to him that your encouragement means a lot. And we will continue to work on what I call 3S model. Sight. Sight is equal to vision. We want to look ahead. We want to be relevant 10 years from now. We want to create value for the rest of the world 25 years from now also. It doesn't matter whether we have small resources or unlimited resources. I think I want to believe that all of you in HYSEA have flourished because you have had the vision, you have taken bets on emerging technologies, you have continued to develop the ecosystem and really leverage the ecosystem. It doesn't matter whether one person works for Pega, the other person works for Tech Mahindra. But the reality is a Pega would not be successful unless Tech Mahindra and Pega got together. So my continued request is let's continue to build the ecosystem, whether it is going to be 5G, blockchain, AI, cloud, VR, AR, quantum computing, and some of the finest labs are in Hyderabad. I personally believe that the labs in Hyderabad, if we can work together with them, and we have MIT professors in those labs, if we can work together with them, we can write a new chapter in quantum computing. So let's find ways in which we can become better in cybersecurity, in blockchain, and also work with the government to set up on computing labs, put up the right hardware, put up the right software, and I know that KTR Garu and Jayesh will support us. Let us work with them, and I'm very, very clear that the refined PP model is the right model to scale. So as we continue to look ahead for the future, let's continue where we also contribute by making sure that there is more and more participation by HYSEA and the government and some of the labs. I know future belongs to those who prepare themselves for the new skills, who are able to collaborate and combine so that in creative ways we are able to visualize something which will make a meaningful difference. So I can only say is that Mahindra Group, Tech Mahindra, Mahindra University will remain very, very purpose driven uh, in Telangana. We will continue to invest in Telangana. I know Hyderabad is a hot spot because of the academic focus, because of the technology, and because of the active participation by all of you. But I can only say is that we will together build the future of Hyderabad, future of Telangana, future of technology. And I again want to say thank you on behalf of Tech Mahindra. Thank you on behalf of Corporate Incorporated. I remain deeply passionate about Hyderabad and technology. And I do want to congratulate again all of the office bearers of HYSEA for making this beautiful event a success. Thank you so much, guys. And congratulations to the winners.
Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for sharing your perspective. Um, that you exemplified and reinforced the role and the various technology partnerships strengthen our technology and participate, and really look forward to some brilliant work being checked out from. Having said that, I would now like to invite Secretary IT Government of join us on stage. I would now like to introduce our guest of honor, Director General Rai, Dr. Omkar Rai, Director General of SDPI, Ministry of Electronics and Information Government of India, under his providing services, IT, ITE, industry of software exports and entrepreneurship from the country. He is actively involved in various policy formulations required for the growth of the industry from time to time. Before the SDPI, he served in the National Informatics Center in various capacities. He holds a PhD in statistics from the Banaras Hindu University. And joining us virtually, addressing the audience, is our guest of honor, Mr. Omkar Rai, Dr. Omkar Rai.
Dr. Omkar Rai, you are live.
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, the dignitaries on the dais, the panelists, the delegates from esteemed IT industry of Telangana, uh, the ladies and gentlemen, I must thank HISA for providing this opportunity to me. And I must congratulate HISA for continuously organizing this annual summit. And now it is 28th edition of HISA Innovation Summit, which is being organized just now. I must say that the theme that has been chosen by HISA is a very apt, very relevant, and it talks about surge ahead win the new normals. Recognizing that during COVID-19 lockdown, India has embraced several new normals, and IT industry has proved its mettle, its leadership in terms of digital adoption, in terms of embracing new normals and continuing its business. It has shown great resilience. I must say that the IT industry of Telangana, the HYSEA, and other stakeholders have worked very nicely in terms of stitching collaboration, collaborating with the state government, other stakeholders, in making sure that they could continue to work very smoothly, and that the resilience that they have exhibited has been translated into 2 quarters of this financial year in terms of export amounting 3,100 500 crores from STPI, which is more than the export that was made during last financial year for the same quarter 1 and quarter 2. That goes to show that even during lockdown period, the industry continued to deliver its services for the kind of collaboration and the facilitation that the government of Telangana extended, the software technology parks of India extended to the industry, and industry had its will and desire to continue, and that has been exemplified in the kind of export that has been recorded by the IT industry of Telangana. I must say that the collaboration that STPI has with the IT industry, with HYSEA, is absolutely great, and the kind of export that STPI registered units in the state of Telangana have been recording can be seen from the fact that 50% of the total state's export are recorded or attributed to the STPI registered units, which is about 64.5 thousand crores, which is our third largest contributor. Telangana becomes the third largest contributor in India as export. We know that the esteemed IT of industry of India is actually, has moved to the value chain, and the export that have been recorded in year 2019-20 has been in the tune of $147 billion. We know that the kind of work that IT industry is doing has moved up on the value chain, and we know that now R&D is also being delivered as a service by the IT industry. Realizing this fact and to capitalize on the prowess and strength of IT industry of India, the Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India, came up with a National Policy on Software Product 2019, knowing that whereas we have done great in terms of IT outsourcing business with 56% of the global share, we have not done that well in terms of technology product creation, and therefore our share out of $514 billion global market in terms of technology product, our share has been limited to $10 billion. We know that this technology product market is going to grow to $1 trillion by 2025, and therefore to capitalize on the entire upcoming market, growing market, India came up with this National Policy on Software Product 2019 and has aspired to take the technology software market of industry of India between 70 to 80 billion dollar by 2025. To achieve this vision, the Government of India, Ministry of Electronics and IT, established Ministry of Electronics and IT Startup Hub to provide a kind of hub to all the incubators, all the mentors, all the stakeholders to make sure that they are brought on the same page, on the same platform. Next generation incubation program to make sure that the smaller towns and cities of this nation are also afforded with the same kind of infrastructure and support. Tide 2.0 program, so that the centers of excellence, academic institutions like IIT and IM are also funded with and brought on the same page, so that they could establish their incubators and all. And most importantly, the Software Technology Parks of India has decided to create more than 21 centers of excellence, out of which we have already launched 12 centers of excellence in the areas of IoT, financial technology, autonomous, connected, electric and shared mobility, artificial intelligence, animation, gaming, and comic industry, augmented reality, virtual reality, meditech, blockchain, and all such other emerging technologies. These centers of excellence are being run and operated in a very professional manner with the support from the industry. It is all collaborative effort of the concerned state government, the union government through Ministry of Electronics and IT, STPI, industry association, industry leaders, all have joined hand to make sure that we could offer the kind of management and administration of these COEs, which becomes world class, and we could facilitate a very smooth hand-holding to the young boys and girls and startup that those who want to work with us. I must say that in Telangana we are running two center of excellence with the support of the government of Telangana, and I must thank HYSEA for helping us in terms of administration and operation of the center of excellence. TVAGA, another industry association, is also helping us in terms of rollout and operationalization of the center of excellence. I must say that during this COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen a lot of transformation, a lot of changes in terms of uh, uh, we have been doing business. New norms have come on fore, and we have to, we have to see that we are able to capitalize on these new norms and could present a kind of working model which even works in the future. We know that in times to come, the collaboration is going to see much more activity. The immersive technologies are going to play a major role. And Telangana, particularly Hyderabad, being a hub of the industry around gaming, animation, augmented reality, virtual reality, computer vision, and all. And there is a lot of traction on ground in terms of AVAG sector. I'm very sure that in times to come, Hyderabad and Telangana, uh, with the support and with the collaboration from with the industry leaders, industry association, will be able to show and lead the entire nation in terms of capitalizing on these new normals, new technologies which are going to transform the entire industry landscape in India. We know that the as soon as this pandemic 19 COVID-19 lockdown was announced, uh, the industry, the stakeholders started resorting to digital platform, and therefore the educational technology platform, collaborative platforms, the medical technology, medical sector platform, they have actually played a major role in terms of sustaining the entire operation and services to our countrymen and industry and stakeholders at large. But in times to come, we are going to see much more activities by adoption of these animation technologies, augmented and virtual realities technologies, and all these platforms are going to be more collaborative, more immersive. And I'm very sure that the Telangana, the Hyderabad particularly would give a leadership to entire nation in terms of extension of know-how, leadership, and making sure that the entire nation emulates the work done by the industry and industry leaders in this particular sector. I must thank HYSEA for this great opportunity, and I wish this summit a great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Omkar Rai, for joining us today and sharing with us those details. I would very quickly like to invite Jayesh Ranjan to brief.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Barani, HYSEA President, Ram Prasad, STPI Director, distinguished members in the audience, Hyderabad Commissioner of Police, Mr. Vishwanath Sajjanar, Mr. Rajanna, Rajkumar, Manisha, Mr. Kiran, other members of the senior leadership HYSEA team, invitees. I know that there are lots of young people who are awaiting the award announcement, so good wishes to all of you. But what I would really like to speak about very briefly is the tagline for today's evening function, Win the New Normal. While I don't know whether it has caught your attention or not, or you just see it as any other slogan, but in my opinion, this is the most apt thing to say at this point in time. because all of you are from the technology world, I just need to say one thing to you, and you will very easily understand what I'm trying to drive at. And the point which I'm trying to make is that this is once again the Y2K moment. We are now seeing the next Y2K. As all of you would know, the last Y2K, which started in 97, 98, 99, gave a huge push to the IT industry of India. In fact, some of the biggest Indian services companies were, they have become so big because of the Y2K, because of their agility, because of their ability to solve this problem all across the world. What is happening now is, and I'm a part of so many other conversations. In fact, I'm on a very high power group constituted by the World Economic Forum and the title of that group is Accelerating Digital Transformation. This is going to be the mantra for at least the next decade or so. Any post-COVID recovery in whichever sector of economy, whichever sector of society, be it large companies, mid-scale companies, small companies, everything will be driven by digitalization. And in many ways, this is a very positive indicator for us. In 97, 98 and 99, the industry was not so mature. And while we did contribute quite a lot for the Y2K issue, but the opportunities were limited to some companies. Of course, we know who they are, and they have also done great work for the country. They have brought repute to the country. But today, opportunities are much more democratized. Even a small startup can have ambitions of solving some very pressing problem related to post-COVID recovery. So let us seize this opportunity. Let us start thinking of digital tools. Which are the sectors of the economy which have been disrupted the most? What can work for them for the recovery? And believe me, everyone is talking about opportunities, digital opportunities, digitization opportunities to come out of the economic depression which has happened for the last 8 to 10 years. So I would hope that HYSEA will take the lead in ensuring that all our HYSEA member companies are adequately prepared to seize these opportunities which come their way. If it requires some kind of reskilling, some kind of upskilling, the members may take this very, very seriously. And I can commit on behalf of the government that if there are any opportunities which we come across, we will be very glad to divert all that to HYSEA member companies so that you also improve your bottom line, you get businesses, and most importantly, you contribute to this economic recovery process. So once again, I'm delighted that HYSEA has, despite the circumstances, gone ahead and organized this very well-planned event, their innovation showcase and the awards function. I would like to congratulate the HYSEA team and once again, best wishes to all the participants in the awards process. Some of you will win, of course. Special congratulations to them, but to the rest of you also, even if you do not win, it's a kind of a signal that you need to refine your solution or your product further, and you should take it as a very positive motivation. Have a great day ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your address, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that you've all been eagerly awaiting. To take the program forward, I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Shesha Rao, Board Member, Inside View Technologies, and Chair HYSEA Product Awards. Mr. Shesha, stage is all yours. You can join from there.